Put a finger down, child of trauma edition. Don't even watch the video. Just click on the audio and do it. Okay. Put a finger down if you ran away when you were 7 years old and you didn't know where you were going, so you ran into some of your classmates and you talked to their mom and told them the reason you ran away is because you were scared of being beat and having to do hard physical labor. So she called the police, you were sent home, and you were locked in your room by your abuser. And the police officer woke you up by shining a flashlight on you, and you told him about the relentless physical abuse you were going through. And he went to your abuser and made up things that you never told him and said that you said those things to him and told your abuser, and then mocked you and your experiences with your abuser, and then left, and in return your abuser beat you even more. And that police officer could have saved you from years of abuse, but instead he mocked you, and you hope that police officer is rotting in hell. Put a finger down if you're traumatized.
Never have I ever runner's edition. Put a finger down if you've run 10 miles plus straight. Put a finger down if you peed your pants during or after a race. Put a finger down if you've had to stop running and use the bathroom because you had to poop so badly. Put a finger down if you've medaled at a state meet. Put a finger down if you've won a race. Put a finger down if your favorite event in track is an 800 or up. Put a finger down if you've secretly shortened runs. Put a finger down if you've fallen during a race. Put a finger down if you've puked during or after a race or during or after a workout. Put a finger down if you want to run or do run in college. Put a finger down if you hate the 400. Put a finger down if you've run the 4x8, 1600, 3200, and 4x4 in the same meet. Put a finger down if cross country and track could get you through the school year.
Put your finger down, dark skin edition. Put a finger down if you go to the store and you can never find your foundation shade. Put a finger down if you're bullied in school because of your skin color. Put a finger down if people said you would be prettier if you're light skin. Put a finger down if you can't use contour because there's nothing dark enough. Put a finger down if you've been struggling to find a guy that likes dark-skinned girls. Put a finger down if you've ever been compared to an animal. Put a finger down if you've ever been fantasized. Put a finger down if your own family calls you too dark. Put a finger down if you ever get attention when you wear bright colors. Last one. Put a finger down. Despite all this, you love your skin color.
Okay, put a finger down that weird phase we all went through in middle school edition. Put a finger down if you stand 21 Pilots, Halsey, Melanie Martinez, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, 5 Sauce, or 1D. Bonus points if your room was covered head to toe in posters from one of those. Put a finger down if you stand Super Hulock, Percy Jackson, or Harry Potter. Put a finger down if you ran or followed fan accounts. Put a finger down if you read or wrote fan fictions. Put a finger down if you read or wrote smut. Put a finger down for gay ships. Put a finger down for Dan and Phil. Put a finger down if you did their whiskers. And bonus points if you went out like that. Put a finger down if you knew the words to Dan's diss track. Put a finger down if you wore chokers, flannels, Converse, and black skinny jeans, or if you really wanted to dress like that. Put a finger down if you wore flower crowns. Put a finger down if you read the Milk Fic, Cherry Fic, Skin Fic, etc. Put a finger down if you watched BuzzFeed, Steven Universe, if you said XD. Put a finger down if you had a red hair phase, turquoise hair phase, blue hair phase, or purple hair phase. If you stand The Fault in Our Stars. And finally, if you called a celebrity a small bean, be honest.
Put a finger down if your parents are divorced. Put a finger down if you have older siblings. Put a finger down if you have younger siblings. Put a finger down if you've broken a bone. Put a finger down if you had braces. Put a finger down if you had a surgery. Put a finger down if you had more than 3 piercings. Put a finger down if you have blue or brown eyes. Put a finger down if you dyed your hair. Put a finger down if you don't have any pets. Put a finger down if you have kids. Put a finger down if you are a twin or triplet. Put a finger down if you ever lived in an apartment. Put a finger down if your favorite color is purple, red, blue, or green, or yellow. Put a finger down if you love to cook or bake. Put a finger down if you love Nutella. Put a finger down if you ever ridden a horse. Put a finger down if you ever been fishing or hunting. Put a finger down if you ever been in a car accident. Put a finger down if you're single. Put a finger down if you've never had to switch schools. Put a finger down if you're under 5'5". Put a finger down if you like chocolate.
Put a finger down while my mom reacts edition. Put a finger down if you ever kissed a boy. Put a finger down if you ever kissed a girl. Put a finger down if you've ever done drugs. Put a finger down if you've ever hit a vape. Put a finger down if you ever drank alcohol on purpose or more than like a sip from like your parents' drink. Put a finger down if you skipped a class. Put a finger down if you failed a class. Put a finger down if you snuck out of the house. Put a finger down if you lied to your parents about where you were going. Put a finger down if you've ever snuck someone in your house. Put a finger down if you've lied to your mom. Put a finger down if you've ever stolen your mom's clothes and never given them back. Put a finger down if you've ever taken money from your mom. And put a finger down if your mom's your best friend.
Put a finger down, clown edition. Put a finger down if you've ever been rejected. Put a finger down if you've caught feelings for someone and they didn't like you back. Put a finger down if the person you liked your friend. Put a finger down if you've been left on red. Put a finger down if you kissed someone you didn't know. Put a finger down if you've got stood up on a date. Put a finger down if you've caught feelings for someone that doesn't live in your state.
Chill.
Put a finger down if you've ever been ghosted. Put a finger down if a guy's made you pay. Put a finger down if you've caught feelings for a TikTok boy that you know will never like you back.
Put a finger down, goody two-shoes edition. Put a finger down if you've never been sent to the principal's office. Put a finger down if you've never gotten in a fight. Put a finger down if you are a teacher's pet. Put a finger down if you use divider tabs at free will. Put a finger down if you've never failed a class. Put a finger down if you always do the extra credit work even though you don't need it. Put a finger down if you've never shoplifted. Put a finger down if your body count is 0. Put a finger down if you weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob as a child. Put a finger down if you don't cuss. Put a finger down if you attend church regularly. Put a finger down if you don't party on the weekends. Put a finger down if you never snuck out. Put a finger down if you are the mom of your group. Put a finger down if your friends have multiple times told you to live a little.
Put a finger down, but innocent version. Put a finger down if you've never drank alcohol. Put a finger down if you've never done drugs. Put a finger down if you've never had a boyfriend. Put a finger down if you've never snuck out. Put a finger down if you've never failed a class. Put a finger down if you don't cuss. Put a finger down if you're waiting till marriage. Put a finger down if you've never stolen from a store. Put a finger down if you've never been to a high school party. Put a finger down if you've never hit a jewel. Put a finger down if you've never had a detention. Put a finger down if you've never caused a wreck. And put a finger down if you've never been in a fight.
Never have I ever, clingy edition. Put a finger down if you missed them 5 minutes after saying bye. Put a finger down if you've ever cried over something little. Put a finger down if you started overthinking when they didn't text you back for at least 30 minutes. Put a finger down if you asked for one more kiss when saying bye. Put a finger down if you text them multiple times when they don't answer. Put a finger down if you say I love you more. Put a finger down if you still get butterflies or nervous when you see them. Put a finger down if you do everything with them if you could. Put a finger down if they're the only person you talk to. And put a finger down if you want them in your future.
Put a finger down, TV show edition. Put a finger down if you watched Outer Banks. Put a finger down if you watched Riverdale. Put a finger down if you watched Grey's Anatomy. Put a finger down if you watched The 100. Put a finger down if you watched Money Heist. Put a finger down if you watched Stranger Things. Put a finger down if you watched Pretty Little Liars. Put a finger down if you watched Vampire Diaries. Put a finger down if you watched Gossip Girl. Put a finger down if you watched Jane the Virgin. Put a finger down if you watched 13 Reasons Why. Put a finger down if you watched Criminal Minds. Put a finger down if you watched New Girl. Put a finger down if you watched The Office. Put a finger down if you watched Friends. Put a finger down if you watched You. And put a finger down if you watched On My Block.
Disappointment child check. Let's go. Put a finger down if you've ever snuck out. Put a finger down if you've ever been grounded. Put a finger down if your parents disapprove of how you dress. Put a finger down if you've ever colored your hair a bright color. Put a finger down if you've ever run away from home. Put a finger down if you've partook in underage drinking or drugs. Put a finger down if you've ever failed a class. Put a finger down if you've ever been suspended, expelled, or dropped out of school. Put a finger down if you've ever been in trouble with the law. Put a finger down if you've ever been to court. Put a finger down if you've been caught by the same cop twice. Put a finger down if you're on first name basis with at least one officer. Put a finger down if you've caused at least $10,000 worth of damage to something. Put a finger down if you've been diagnosed with a mental or personality illness/disorder. And put a finger down if you're gay!
Put a finger down, TikTok addiction edition. Put a finger down if you follow Charlie D'Amelio or Addison Rae. Put a finger down if you can name 3 or more people from the Hype House. Put a finger down if you've ever missed a homework assignment because you got distracted while scrolling through TikTok. Put a finger down if you have a crush on a TikTok boy or girl and it kills you inside. Put a finger down if you've ever stayed up past 3 a.m. because you were scrolling through TikTok. Put a finger down if you send funny TikToks to your friends and family on a daily basis. Put a finger down if you know 3 or more TikTok dances. Put a finger down if you can never hear some songs the same because of this app. Put a finger down if you follow me. Sorry, okay. Put a finger down if you like TikTok more than Vine. And put a finger down if TikTok is your favorite social media app.
Put a finger down, badass teenager edition. Put a finger down if you have ever snuck out of the house. Put a finger down if you have ever got a detention. Put a finger down if you have ever been arrested. Put a finger down if you have ever smoked. Put a finger down if you've ever been to a party. Put a finger down if you have ever drank. Put a finger down if you've ever been suspended from school. Put a finger down if you vape. Put a finger down if you've ever shoplifted. Put a finger down if you've ever been caught shoplifting.
Put a finger down, boring teenager edition. Put a finger down if you've never been drunk. Put a finger down if you've never been to a party. Put a finger down if you've never done any drugs. Put a finger down if you've never been in a relationship. Put a finger down if you've never had your first kiss. Put a finger down if you've never vaped. Put a finger down if you've never skipped a class. Put a finger down if you've never been suspended from school. Put a finger down if you've never cheated on a test or an exam. And put a finger down if you've never had detention.
Never have I ever, but for the late 90s to early 2000s kids. Put a finger down if you ever had a slap bracelet. Put a finger down if you ever watched Brain Pop Jr. in class. Put a finger down if you ever had a lot of silly bands. Put a finger down if you just hated Justin Bieber because everybody else hated Justin Bieber. Put a finger down if you ever played Club Penguin. Put a finger down if you ever played Pop Tropica. Put a finger down if you ever had to watch The Annoying Orange, Fred, or Llamas with Hats on YouTube. Put a finger down if you religiously used Skype. Put a finger down if you ever watched Camp Rock. Put a finger down if you were terrified of Coraline when it first came out, cause that shit was scary. Put a finger down if you had a PS2. Put a finger down if you know who Billy Mays is. Rest in peace, my king. Put a finger down if you ever used Zoo Pals. Zoo Pals. Put a finger down if all your Webkins are dead. Put a finger down if all your Nintendogs are dead. Jesus, take better care of your virtual pets, people. Put a finger down if the only thing that was on the TV when you were homesick was Dora. Alright, that was our childhood. Say goodbye to it because it is gone now.
Put a finger down. White privilege edition. Put a finger down if you've never been followed around the store. Put a finger down if you've been able to go into a crowd and see mostly people who look like you. Now put a finger down if you've ever walked into a room and have been the only person of your race. Put a finger down if most of the shows on TV represent your race. Put a finger down if police don't make you uncomfortable. Put a finger down if you've never worried about if you'll get skipped for a job because of your name. Put a finger down if you've never been told that you speak good. Put a finger down if you've never been told you represent your race growing up. Put a finger down if you've never been told to go back to your own country or asked where you're from. Put a finger down if you believe in white privilege.
Put a finger down if you donated a kidney to your sister because she was dying and you have two, so why not? But you guys were on the same recovery floor, and as she was coming out of her room, you were coming out of yours, and you screamed, "Give me back my kidney!" And everyone thought you were serious, so they sent up a counselor.
Put a finger down, early 2000s kid edition, part 2. Put a finger down if you used to go to your school scholastic book fair and only buy erasers. Put a finger down if you used to own Smensels or those smelly pencils. Put a finger down if you read all the Magic Tree House chapter books. Put a finger down if you participated in Jump Rope for Life in PE in elementary school. Put a finger down if you used to go to Target and buy the Disney Channel themed clothing. Put a finger down if you had a Pop Tropica account. Put a finger down if you looked forward to seeing the Disney Channel stars in the Disney Channel original games every year on Disney Channel. Put a finger down if you read all the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Put a finger down if you owned a pillow pet. And finally, put a finger down if you begged your parents to buy you Lunchables for school. Thanks, and check out part 1.
Put a finger down, growing up ugly edition. Put a finger down if no one ever asked you out in high school. Put a finger down if people asked you out as a joke or a dare. Put a finger down if you didn't have your first kiss until college or later. Put a finger down if you still haven't had your first kiss. Put a finger down if you always say your eyes when asked what your best physical feature is. Put a finger down if people think you're vain because you constantly are looking in mirrors, but really you're just insecure and you need to make sure you don't look like shit at all times. Put a finger down if you tried really hard to be the funny friend so people would keep you in their friend groups, because if you're ugly you have to make up for it somehow, right? To the point where you're pretty much entirely defined by your being the funny friend and no one really takes you seriously anymore, but you feel like you can't stop because if you can't make people laugh then you'll have nothing to offer. And also you don't even know what your actual personality is anymore, or if you even have a personality anymore, or if you slowly erased it over the years by making a joke of yourself and your own feelings and shoving any actual emotion you feel way down deep inside of you. Put a finger down if you only take selfies with Snapchat.
Let's see how many songs my kid knows from my generation. Let's go.
I created a monster, cause nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want shady, I'm chocolate.
Early morning, she wakes up, knock, knock, knock.
Stiletto pumps in the club. I don't think you're ready for this. My body so good in this shit.
To my crib and do that night thing. I'm in love with a stripper.
Put a finger down, annoying things that black people go through edition. Put a finger down if you've been asked, is that your real hair? Put a finger down if your non-black friends have tried to use the N-word around you. Put a finger down if people assume that you know or are related to other random black people. Put a finger down if a non-black person has said something along the lines of, I'm almost your color in the summer. Put a finger down if people have been surprised that you speak so well. Put a finger down if someone's asked if they can touch your hair. Put a finger down if you've been followed in a store for no freaking reason. Put a finger down if someone said something like, I don't see color to you. Put a finger down if you've been told you don't act black. And put a finger down if people assume that you like hip-hop or rap.
Look at me, I put a fish on. Wow! Look at me, I put a show on when I go.
Alright, this is going to be a friend's test, so send this to your friend, and if they send back something generic like lol or haha or something like that, you know that they're not watching your videos that you send them. But if they reply with their favorite fruit, you know that they watched it.